Okay. Our next speaker is Partha Sudarsanam, a fleeting idea. A fleeting idea, Partha Sudarsanam.
Just a disclaimer, I haven't had a chance to practice as much as I want to. So just stating that beforehand with that. Don't we all come across a book or the YouTube video that's always, uh, the, excuse me, let me just start over, sorry. I lost it. Don't we all come across those ideas that tell you that they could change your life? My fellow credible communicators, I and then we go on to just watch another video or just browse the web. My fellow credible communicators, about a year back, I came across one such idea through this YouTube video that said I could completely change my life by doing this one thing every day, and that was cold showers. Now, if you've already tried this, let me tell you, you already know this, it's not fun. A little bit of a context. I grew up in a tropical country and I still hated it. And I have a theory. I'm sure only serial killers love to take cold showers because they are painful. With that, I still decided to give it a try. Call me crazy. So the first time I was, taking my shower and I decided to turn the knob to the cold side. I first put my fingers in, I put my feet in. I'm sure you don't want me to go into any more details. You get the idea. Now that just lasted a few seconds. I still went back to my hot shower routine. I was having all of these conversations within my brain, as questioning my decision to try this. Me, I'm a skeptic. If you tell me something, I'm not going to just go by your word. I want to experience it myself. So the video asked me to try it for 90 days. The first day was okay. The second day again, this is where it gets interesting. This time, don't worry, I'm not going to go into any more details about my shower regime, but this time I decided to go all in. Yes, but only for 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Not more than that. The effect was something different altogether. There were no more chatter. Of course, my body was shivering. I had my teeth biting and chattering. And then it felt much more relief after coming back to warm water again. But what was different this time? It's this whole resistance we always have in our mind when we try something new. That was different when I decided to not think about it, not go, one by one, but then just go jump into it. Now, I decided to try this again and again and again, as promised, for 90 days. I slowly increased the time interval of 10 seconds to 20 seconds to 30 seconds to 1 minute. Don't worry, I couldn't get through after the past that, but overall, after 90 days, I definitely felt some benefits that I wanted to continue to try that. And it's been about a year now, and I can tell you a whole lot of benefits. Well, that video was clearly clickbait because it promised me I would be a millionaire, but I'm not, clearly. I'm still here at Ford working on a project. Well, but it did make my skin very soft without having to apply moisturizer like every single minute. And it had, rest of the benefits were mostly internal that I actually appreciate more than some of these tangible benefits that I could have had. For example, I started procrastinating less and less. I started picking out other habits. And in my mind, a cold shower is nothing but getting out of my comfort zone. And I was able to apply and channel the same perspective into other habits in my lifestyle. I started going to the gym literally every single day. I don't worry, I'm not super ripped yet. But still, that was a more about habit formation for me. And among other things, I started taking more disciplined and more risk averse things in my life. I could take more risks and I started doing more in my life, which is fantastic. And that's something I've been always wanting to do. Now, as a final note, I would love to draw parallels between my whole journey, having taken cold showers through a year, to something generic. Basically, that idea I came through could have been just a fleeting thought had I not decided to act and act consistently at that, as well as take it slow and make continual progress through time, which is very, very critical compared to wanting to take cold showers in this case for 2 to 3 minutes and then giving it up the next day. But rather, continual progress over time definitely helps in anything and everything that you want to try. So next time, don't believe me. Just go ahead and try, and you will feel the difference. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Hey, great job, Partha. Now, Glennis, could you give us another minute? Just you can collect your thoughts, and then after the minute, Nishal will take over as our general evaluator.
Minute is up.
Okay, great. Thank you, Glennis. Okay, Nishal.
Thanks, Steve. So I can we can start the round robin of evaluations. Anybody that wants to go, just please raise your hand. And
And
Steve, you
also,
can.
just a quick one. We might also want to make it brief because
Right,
of the timing.
right.
Mhm.
Partha, I thought you improved it just tremendously. I, I, I like the opening. I like the closing. I liked when you talked about I'm a skeptic, and you had a great audience connection. You had a great pace with a varied pace, fast and slow at different times. The things, two things that I have to improve. So one is your head's still getting cut off. Okay, now the reason your head's getting cut off is when you're standing back, you're fine, and then when you get close, your head's cut off. So here's what you should do here: lift up instead of angling your laptop. Lift it up so it's more like parallel. So when you come in or go out, your your aspect ratio is not going to change, and you'll be good, So set it, you set it up and it won't change when you do it. The other thing is you said something connostation in brain. I didn't know what that meant. You said some kind of there's a connostation in my brain, or I didn't know what that was.
If you're referring to constant chatter
Oh,
in
maybe
your
that was constant chatter.
yeah.
I just couldn't get it. And just one other question, because this really caught me. too, because I'm really interested in that. You said you stopped procrastinating. Was that as a result of the cold shower? Because I need help with that.
At the end of the day, it's all about relating things, and this is how I wanted to present the speech. But I was able to think through things where if I don't want to do something, and if I'm like super lazy, I just go into the cold shower, and now I'm like awake. And I also wanted to include the fact that I don't need coffee anymore because this wakes me up too.
Wow.
But
Wow. Okay. Great. Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you, Steve. Anyone else want to go next? I see Kent's hand. Kent, you want to go?
Hey, so it was a good speech. You had good vocal variety, and I enjoyed the structure. Also, you started off with a few crutch words, and then as you got into the speech and progressed, I didn't count any crutch words, which was pretty good. I didn't know that cold showers help soften your skin, so that's good to know. I might give it a try for that because I do tend to have dry skin, especially in the winter. But overall, good speech and good information. Thanks. Back to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thanks, Kent. I think, Sharon, I saw your hand raised. Did you want to go?
Yes, thank you, Nishal.
Sure.
Thank you, Partha, for an entertaining speech. I liked, I just was trying to understand if you ever told us why you decided to pick on cold showers as the fleeting idea that you wanted to pursue. Because you saw a video about cold showers and it said that there would be benefits in how you ran your life. Is that? So I didn't really understand why that's the fleeting idea that you wanted to pursue. I know a little further down your speech, you mentioned something about a millionaire, but I didn't know if that was one of the things they were advertising as a benefit. Your very beginning, I think if you paused and said it very distinctly and clearly, it would come across better because you were asking us a question. You were saying, don't we come across an idea that could change our life? And I think you were not real sure about how you wanted to say that. It sounded a little choppy to me. But I think that you were trying to challenge us. Like, don't we come across an idea that could change our life, but we go on and we follow another video and so on. And then we don't, so I think I liked how you said, your challenge at the very end of your speech was, so next time you get one of those fleeting ideas that you think will change your life, go for it. And I liked how you said, like right before that, how you following this fleeting idea, as silly as it might seem, taking cold showers, but maybe it's not silly because maybe the YouTube told you why it was good, but you take that fleeting idea, you followed, you chose it, you adopted it, you made it your own, you followed through, you started little by little, then you did all in, and then you made it longer, and it really, the pursuing it and making it the fleeting moment that would change your life, or the fleeting idea that would change your life, it did actually change your life. So I liked your conclusion. If you could just make it a little bit clearer and tie it up to that challenge in the beginning, I think that would be really good. I really enjoyed it. And I know when I think about taking cold showers, it's, I'm not sure that would be one I would pick, but maybe I will. Thank you, Partha.
Yeah, something that Sharon said. I liked what Sharon said about a fleeting moment that changed my life. And just think about that. I thought that was really a good title. Like, I like your title already, but I thought that was like more grabbing. And that's really what your speech was, too.
Sure. Nagan, do you want to? Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to go after Sharon because I had similar points actually. First of all, Partha, I listened to your speech last week and I listened to it again and I still laughed at your jokes. I thought you were absolutely hilarious and it kept me going. Keep that up. You did incorporate more pauses than last week. Awesome, but there still needs to be more, I think, where Sharon was pointing out. To the point of fleeting idea, I too am having trouble kind of understanding. I think from your speech, maybe the fleeting idea is persistence and how to get there using some different things. One of them could be the cold showers, maybe, because you did mention something that I loved, encountering resistance when you try something new. I think that gets you there to that fleeting idea, but it doesn't quite help us give us a bigger picture. So I don't know if you feel the same, if anyone else is getting what I'm trying to say, but I feel like the fleeting idea needs to be somehow maybe explained with persistence at the beginning, or encountering something new and just continuing or being consistent with it until you get there. And I love that you did connect the beginning at the end with the title, which the first week I think that was missing. But this time you went back and you explained, you connected your title, and I loved how you ended with, "Don't believe me, try it yourself." That was a great ending. Thank you.
I just wanted to quickly add, it was more of the core idea itself, and I wanted to have a better introduction and conclusion, as well as tie it in with the title, and that's how the fleeting idea or a moment came by. And the fleeting idea here is that any idea itself that promises to change your life could just remain as an idea unless you decide to act on it. In this case, it could have just been a fleeting idea.
That's exactly how you're supposed to introduce it, right there.
Oh, okay. That makes it very direct, but I guess, okay, so
I personally understood that from your presentation. I understood that if you don't act upon an idea, then it remains fleeting. It remains an idea. I personally, I got that message.
Yeah, I got it too, but I think it would be good to make it clear.
Sure.
What do you think, Maha? Do you think it would be better if it was like said straight?
Sure. And like Partha said, I think you need some more practice. You need just some more practice on it. Maybe that's the missing aspect. Since you gave me the floor, I'll just go ahead and weigh in. I loved the comical poses. Great. It was very entertaining. But I think when we use comics, we should there should be fluency in the presentation too. So just make sure that like you're not stopping and rewinding. Make sure you know what you need to say and at what time and what point. And I think this is the Wim Hof cold shower idea. I tried it. I failed after the second day. I'm not doing cold showers anymore.
Yeah, maybe this will inspire you to get back.
And there's one more thing you mentioned in your presentation, is that one good habit leads to another. That was another theme in your presentation. Just that, it reminded me of the book, The Power of Habits. And they call that keystone habit. A keystone habit is one healthy habit that leads to another one. Like people who stop smoking, the second thing they'll go do is they'll start exercising. So it just reminded me of that. That's all. My great job.
Thanks, Maha. So I noticed we were at time. Steve, I guess I'll hand it back to you then.
Yeah.
Just in the
Okay.
interest of time.
Yeah. Okay. So I think the people who didn't get to share, you could email Maha.
Yeah.
Email Naga.
Partha.
Yeah. Email Partha. Email Partha. Yes. Okay. So now just Nichelle, I think we probably don't have time for your general evaluation whole meeting, so
Sure.
we'll just pass. Glynis, did you want to fill
Um,
roles?
Not really.
Okay.
It's 5:34. If someone wants to volunteer to be Toastmaster next week, then they can take on that responsibility of getting their other roles filled.
So just a quick one. Again, I think this Wednesday is the club division contest. So we have 2 people from our club. So it will be nice with this turnout if everyone is able to come and support them. That would be really nice. It's gonna be on Wednesday evening.
And 7 p.m., right? Is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we have the link for that yet?
Yeah, I was asking for
No,
yeah.
Okay.
not yet. I think I should receive it by tomorrow. So I'm going to send it to you, Gladys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
send
Did
it.
Larry say it was the same link as the area or not?
I don't remember.
Oh,
I just heard him say same place, same time. But
yeah, it said something like that. But
He
I'm
said a
gonna
different
confirm.
link. He said same place, same time, but a different meeting.
Different link. Okay.
Okay.
I just wanted to add, thanks everyone that did attend the last one. It was really supportive of y'all. So thanks a lot.
Yeah.
I wanted to know from Shehu or anybody else, do we have a date for the international speech contest or not yet?
I asked him that
Not
earlier.
yet. She asked the same thing today. Not yet, but soon though. I had to work with other club to come up with a time that's gonna work for everyone. But it should be before the end of this month.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. And Maha, just on VP membership, if you want to, we'd love to have you as a guest. If you want to,
Hey Maya, we miss you though.
yeah. If you want to restart your membership,
Mhm.
I can. Well, I'll just send you the form anyway.
Okay.
You did
Sounds good.
with the instructions to restate if you want, and we're more than glad to have you as a guest. If you want to give prepared speeches like Partha and Nagam did, then you would need to join.
Yes.
Everything else you can do as a guest.
Okay.
She has great feedback.
Yeah. Good luck, guys.
Yeah. Good luck.
Okay. See most people on Wednesday. Take care.
All right.
Okay.
Catch
Yeah.
you guys up. Have a good one. See you.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.